Yeah, there we go. Windy as hell. Windy as hell out here in Delaware. Already feels like March. Coming in like a lion and out like a lamb. There's one of my notifications. Good deal. Thank you, YouTube. Send it up properly and on time. Just gonna wait a few minutes. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever just hopped in there. Appreciate it. Just got back. I was at the farmer's market. I got some cilantro and some turmeric and a couple other things. Mostly for cooking. Hey, Mixed Media, how you doing? Good seeing you. I just bought some turmeric and some cilantro. Two different things I'm making with it. So how you been? I was down the farmer's market. They got everything down there cheap, herbs and stuff. Hopefully it's not toxic. It's all out of California or Mexico. It might be. Basically, I wanted to talk. Wait a minute. Oh, cool. We're getting some people on there. It looks like. Just saw that Vivek Ramaswamy. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it. Yeah, I think that's how you say his name. The guy that was supposed to be with Doge with Elon Musk. He's actually did the paperwork to become governor of Ohio in 2026. So that's cool. I wonder what happened. He didn't get along with Elon. Clash of the Titans, or too much headbutting. Somebody's ego got in the way. You know something? I'm getting a little concerned with Elon, to tell you the truth. It might not even be Trump that we got to worry about. I don't know. Because it's possible that Elon could be the one everybody's calling Trump, including me. I've said, I wonder if Trump's the Antichrist. Multiple times I said that on here. Now I'm wondering. I don't know. It's just too many weird things going on. But, wait a minute. Let me get something. It's hot as shit in here, man. Let me turn the air conditioner on. It went from yesterday it's starting to rain a little bit, from being like in the 30s. Now it's like 57, 58. That's probably why it's windy as shit, because cold front going out, warm front coming in. But then it's supposed to go drop again into the 30s. Tell me that ain't manipulated. Fucking weather's all kinds of crazy. What's up over here? Thank you for the thumbs up over there, too. So I got some people on both live streams. Appreciate you. So basically, I'm worried about Elon Musk. To tell you the truth. Who's that? Hey, how you doing? You were over here the other day. Good evening. Appreciate you coming back. I'm trying to actively ignore the constant cycle of information of disinformation. Yeah, it's a good point. And focus on my stuff. You know what? That's a really good thing to do, because I was thinking I better start doing that as well, because what it'll do to you, will end up being all walking around probably depressing. There's no probably about it. The shit going on in the world, and it's just a distraction. You can't get shit done in your own life. I've been noticing that for myself. Women starting more seeds a day, getting other stuff for the garden plant prep. That's cool. What did you plant so far there, Mixed Medium? Going to fish a lot more this year too, and do more gorilla and chaos gardening. Yeah, that's a good idea. Also, get yourself dehydrator if you don't already have one, or you can probably do it in your oven. If you catch any fish, you can make. I've made. It sounds crazy, but fish jerky lasts a lot longer. I actually made it as salmon. It's crazy, but it's not that bad. So, carrots, chives, herbs, lettuce. I need to do lots more. Microgreens for in the house too, right in the windowsill. Any smoke or wacky tobacco? I'm just kidding. Radishes. Yeah, I'm putting in radishes and microgreens and maybe some cherry tomatoes. I don't have anywhere. I have to do everything in a real small, confined, I guess, in my house. See what happens. You know, the thing is that the price of the seeds are actually going to go up too. Watch, guaranteed. Everything's. Oh yeah, cat grass is going, and I'm getting the pot plant grow small, and then the cat can chomp them before they sink. Yeah, man. Yeah. Do you do catnip? Catnip, actually, believe it or not, makes a great tea. It's relaxing. I mean, for humans, a lot of people don't realize that. You probably do. My brother used to bust on me. What are you drinking catnip tea for and shit? Shit's relaxing. It puts you to sleep and you feel better. It's chock full of calcium and a lot of other stuff that you need. And vitamin C. Need some seed. Catnip. Yeah. If I come across any, I'll tell you. I'll mail them out to you. That shouldn't cost nothing to mail seeds out. What's that about catnip? Yeah, that shit's the bomb. I find it relaxing to drink catnip tea. Tell you another tea that's really good too, but in small quantities. You don't want to drink this all the time. Sage for different things. The problem with sage is that there's something called thujone in it. It's a chemical. It's also in all your Artemisia herbs like southernwood and mugwort and a bunch of other stuff. That's slightly toxic, I believe. But I mean, you can drink it, but certain ones are way high, and you know, I think something called southernwood's toxic, and it's no good for you. But like mugwort, they used to stuff goose. Back in the day, way back in with the mugwort plant, like a stuffing for it. What else? I used to know so much more about this shit. You know what happens if you don't use your knowledge? You lose your knowledge. Swear to God. You know, as years go by, I've just forgotten, and then you start messing around and planting plants, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that, and I remember this. It's crazy. What else we got? That's what I want to talk about. I was looking for, I was going to get ginger. I can't believe I forgot the fresh ginger. Wait a minute, let me turn this. I don't understand this. Freaking, okay, cool. Got real cold. I knew I turned the air conditioner on, but it went way down. There we go. It's about where I want it. Hey, Amir, how you doing, dude? King Cyrus, Amir. I see. I figured out who that was on your thing. King Cyrus. Let's just say. Let's go get some books from the library and brush up on the stuff. Yeah, that's probably a wise idea. You know what? Be reading by candlelight if they blow out the power grids. And, you know, I could actually deal with being in the dark a little bit. You know, the computers make me sick. I'm tired of everything. I want to go back to the old days. No, dude, I don't. You ought to know me by now, Amir. Shit, I ain't mad at nobody for more than 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Forgive and forget and moving along, you know? It's the way I roll. Told you, you're my friend, dude. You know, you have a bad day or whatever. We're good. We're good. And yeah, I've had bad days. I come on here and rant sometimes. You guys see me. I look like a maniac. But you know what? Sometimes it's necessary to just throw that out there to get it out of your system. But yeah, we're cool, dude. Don't worry about it. We're all good. What's it say? Let's go get some. I can't saw that. I want to grow ginger. How the F do I keep turkeys off my garden? I don't know. You got wild turkeys running around out there? Give me a minute. I know. Wait a minute. Yeah, but you know what? It's because you're human like me, dude. Everybody has a good day. Everybody has a bad day. Sometimes I have more bad days than I know what to do with, and that's why I come on here, and I'll be pretty much an asshole and start, ranting. But you know what? It's all good, dude. We're all good. Tons of turkeys. You know how you do that? You if you got turkeys attacking your garden, start hunting turkeys, man. And then, like I said, get yourself a dehydrator. Make turkey jerky out of them bitches. People say teddy bears and mirrors, but probably. Yeah. Trying to think what else. Put a sign up for the turkeys to see that says this garden is contaminated with bird flu. You might want to leave or something. Okay. You know what I mean? Seems to work on the human being. So actually, you know what? Nobody's really buying into hardcore to this flu, the new one, the bird flu thing too hard yet. You know, COVID was ridiculous. People were scared to death. Yeah. It was ridiculous. You know, the thing that kills me, I'm about ready to go on a rant for this. What the hell, man? When you think about it, how hard they pushed that C-19 thing, and still there's people, the whole get-up, that, gloves, goggles almost, they're driving in the car with the window wound up. Those people are damaged from having so much fear dumped on them. Some people just couldn't take it, I guess, and it's fucked up. They gotta go after Fauci. That's what I'm thinking. That's a good point, dude. Yeah. They're kind of ignoring Zelensky. Only Trump and Putin. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't make any sense. You would want Zelensky to know the war is over so he doesn't continue to, shoot at you and shit. Or whatever, vice versa. Yeah, I saw that he's not invited to the thing. What's this? I could rant all day about how stupid people react to so many ridiculous things, but all the essential workers on the front lines dealing with 100% customers per day, hundreds of customers per day, would be dropping like flies. Yeah, nobody can do the math in their head to say, well, this plus this equals this. You know what I mean? They can't follow their thought process through that. Okay, they just go along to get along. They don't want to think. They've turned off their brain and they're just filling their head with whether shit comes out of CNN or wherever and into their ear. It's all BS. Yeah, maybe. You know what? It should be that Zelensky's there. However, I think Trump is pissed off because Zelensky was just, and it wasn't all his fault. Our politicians have been shooting tons of money over to him, and they're laundering it. It's going back out into, different politicians and criminals. TikTok, yeah. Yep. How about, you say TikTok? Do you remember those TikTok not commercials, nurses. Yeah, people were. Everybody was supposed to be scared shitless, and these nurses are dancing around in the hallways of the hospital and shit. I mean, come on. You had time to film and everything. Give me a break. And the worst was when they had, above comment. Wait a minute. If it were real, is that what you wanted me to see? Yeah, exactly. Hope that's the one you want me. Yeah, the front lines. It's just crazy. It's crazy. They are going after Fauci, though. By the way, he's next on the hit list of shit going down, right above the TikTok. Oh yeah, if it were real, I see that. Is that what you said? Yeah. Or is there another one I didn't get? I just saw if it was real. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. Ah, shit. Try to spell it out differently. I'll try to figure it out without saying it. Yeah. You know what? I tell you what. Text it to me later. Yeah, that's annoying though. Censorship is off the hook. As a matter of fact, I think what's his name? J.D. Vance, the vice president, went over to Europe, and he was telling them basically stop all the censorship stuff. Some lady, or no, it was some guy actually it happened twice. Some lady got arrested for praying outside of an abortion clinic. Hey, how you doing, Malad K. Healy? I hope I said your name right. Yeah, she got arrested for praying, I think silently, and they came up and asked her. But it almost happened again, or it did happen again. A guy was might have been over in Germany, and he was standing outside an abortion clinic, and his fiance or wife or something. Wait a minute, what's that? Okay, hang on. Give me 1 second. I need a good minute or so. Exactly. They just tried to take it down again, but they didn't. How the hell did they get? Maybe it jumped down all of a sudden. That's craziness. But I think maybe because the other thing came in, another notification. Hang on. Yeah. Exactly. You said exactly what great minds think alike. So anyway, shit. What the hell was I just about to say? Yep, that's what we got to do from now on. That way we can say, because this is ridiculous. You can't even talk. Oh, that's what I was talking about. J.D. Vance. He basically told them to pound sand. We're not sending any help over here, military-wise. I think they're going to clear everybody out of their bases, the American Army bases and military bases that are over there. I wouldn't be surprised if they just start. They probably already have closed some, but they're going to start. They're pulling out and coming home, most of them. And he told them they got to start putting money out for their own defense. The hell, and try to living off of us. And NATO's actually pissed at us, but the hell with them. What else is going to say about that? It's wait a minute. Man, it's getting colder and colder now. Wait a minute. All right, cool. Man, this air conditioner works like a champ, and then the heat, same deal. Goes from one extreme to the other. Shit. About the military shit that we got over there, military bases. they're going to pull out. I guarantee you. And the other thing is, J.D. Vance gave him a raft of shit about censorship, and I'm glad he did. Trump sent him over because almost like they weren't worthy of Trump's attention. I don't blame them because they've been pissing on us. Europe's kind of pissed on us for a while, just recently with Biden in there. That's the way it looks like over here. Need help from them. They ain't shelling out no help. Yeah, it's going and flowing one way. Yeah, as long as it's benefiting them, they're all cool with it. Anyway, Vance tore him a new one and said that he said that the censorship, it's got to go. Plus, actually, Trump said something about that censorship in general. He's getting fed up. He says, look, Americans have the right to speak, and they're not getting that chance. He's going to, I think he said he might do a executive order, hopefully soon. I can't recall what he exactly said, but we need that. You can't be sitting here not able to say shit. And it's these damn big companies that are doing it. You know, it's because someone's paying somebody. It's bullshit. Let me get something to drink here. So anyway, I didn't get to tell you the rest of that, but the dude was outside of an abortion clinic. His child, I guess it would have been his child, had just been basically eliminated, we'll call it that, in the clinic there. He was out praying for the child. To himself, in his own head, cops came by and told him, what are you doing? He told them, and they arrested him. Thought crime. Now, they probably saw him trying to talk his girlfriend out of, or his wife or whoever it was, out of the clinic at one point or another. And then that's why they approached him, probably. I don't know whether that's the thing, but I mean, you got to be shitting me. Oh, shit, I'm glad I thought about this because I forgot what I heard today in church. Blew my mind. And you guys might want to look into this. The priest said today that, I think, it can't be just the state of Delaware. It's got to be federal, I think. They are trying to pass a bill for euthanasia or terminate, like people who have disabilities. Yeah, that's the kind of shit they're doing up in Canada. That's for real. I'm glad I thought of that. I want to go dig into that and find out what the hell that's about. That's off the hook, you know, because life's getting cheaper and cheaper as we go along. Just abort the baby and go about your life, or just kill Grandpop over there, you know, because he's got, you know, arthritis, and this person over there needs to go. And it's going to get easier and easier as it goes on to either jail people, you know, they're doing that, sending people to Gitmo by the hundreds of thousands, okay? Or make sure they don't start sliding Americans in there, because it's a slippery slope. There's no stopping. So they can leave people with no options except, so yeah, exactly. They're trying to murder us off any way they can. That's exactly right. It's depopulation and trying to put a smiley face on it, you know? Like, yeah, we're caring about these people. They're suffering. Well, I don't agree, you know? I hope I'm never in that position where I got to make that decision for myself, but I'm afraid this was like disability people, or people that maybe can't talk, and he kind of nodded his head a little bit when I said, do you want to go? He probably thought, but in reality, he was probably nodding his head because, you know, the person saw the bedpan was full and he looked like he had to go to the bathroom again. You know, they didn't even go, you know. It's fucked up. How are you just going to off people like it's nothing, like you're swatting a fly, you know? My husband would be in that situation where... Yeah, exactly. That's that. You just said the key word. You know what? When it really gets tight and really gets bad, and people that are on medication, you see where they're going? It's diabetics. We're in the middle of a war. We can't help you out. So, but there's, you can go over to that room and we'll put you down, put you to sleep. That's where I think it's heading. Yep. Exactly. Or somebody else, you know. Shit messes with their mind, and it, you know, even, I think it was even Roseanne Barr. She was just on Ambien and something, had a single glass of wine, and it messed her up. That's what she claims, and I believe her. I've heard other horror stories about people that take Ambien to help sleep, and that ends up screwing them up. Exactly. Well, supposedly Robert Kennedy's going to work on that. But the sad thing is, yeah, they'll fix a couple things over here and let some other shit get fucked up over here. We're just switching everything around. It's the pea under the marble under the coconut shell game, you know, moving it all around, distracting you. And say, oh, well, they fixed that. But meanwhile, something else is caving in another area. It's distraction and subtraction. Ambien is crazy, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't even know you were there. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what's going on with that, but you know what? Here's the deal. They better be giving Greenland money. That's bullshit. Otherwise, if you're trying to force them in there, even, you know, make it worth their while. For Christ's sake, you're just going to take somebody's, you know, heritage and their history. Do you know what he was going to call that? Wait to hear this. This blew my mind. I thought this was a joke. He was going to call Greenland red, white, and blue land. What the fuck is that? Greenland's been Greenland for hundreds and hundreds of years, and that other thing sounds kind of really stupid and vain. You know, we know what color the American flag is. You don't have to rub it in the salt in the wound to another country. It's almost, you know what I'm saying? It felt like that's kind of the wrong way to handle it, you know? And like I said, if you're going to take over a country like that, if they're willing to do it, figure a way where both sides come out a winner somehow. Otherwise, you're nothing more than a frickin' conqueror or somebody's dictator or something. I don't want to see that shit. That's just me saying it. But no, actually, Amir, I don't know whether that's even going through. I keep hearing them talking about it. I wonder wonder how much they're going to pay them. Like, you know, a pack of Lucky Strikes and maybe a 6-pack of beer. Some cigarettes and beer. It's kind of fucked up, you know? It isn't kinda, it is fucked up, in my opinion. Guess everybody, it's America, I'm allowed to have that opinion too. So any of you trolls that want to crawl out of the woodwork and hit me with something with that, pound sand, you know? Wait a minute. Okay, we got some people on there. Huh. I don't know why, but I think it would be a interesting change in history. Yeah, but I still have a little bit of a problem with it, dude. I mean, you could say coming over here was an interesting change of history, okay, but slaughtering Indians to steal their land, to me, ain't interesting, and that happened. Now, on the other hand, when we got here, those Indians slaughtering, you know, the Mayflower people, the people that came over, the Pilgrims and stuff. So it went both ways at times. But I don't know. I still think both sides need to come out in a winning situation. Otherwise, don't even make a deal like that. Because they have a right to, you know, just like we want to succeed, he's got to look at he's the art of the deal guy. He's got to look at it so everybody comes out better. Otherwise, what you're going to do is start getting animosity towards the United States and people are going to want to like turn the other way if Russia or China comes in and tries to bomb us or something. They're going to sit out, you know, in my opinion. And you're the American, not me. Yeah, I'm just being honest though, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. And being that it's America, I should be able to express that. I just want everybody to somehow come out on half decent footing, not one side gets screwed, because you know what? I got a conscience. And I never, you know, went out of my way to rip somebody off at a deal, and I don't want to be part of a bigger thing where that's going on. Everybody should find a way. They should. Do you know what I'm saying? Am I being crazy saying that? I think it's got to be fair for everybody. That's it. That's all I'm talking about. Do you have a problem with that there, Amir, or is that all right? I mean, what the hell? Yeah, I know what you're saying, too, though, about an interesting change in history and everything. But then what are you doing? Are you already trying to erase their culture and their past? Because what'll happen, you'll just start hearing about the history of red, white, and blue land instead of Greenland. They'll lose a lot of important stuff that where they came from, I think. A lot of Indians can tell you about that. They've lost tons of tradition. And not just in every culture, every country, one time it's taken over and done that to another country. And I think that happens, you know. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, Ambien is garbage, by the way. Mixed media. I've never heard anything good about that Ambien shit. Like, what's her name? Roseanne Barr claimed she had like half a glass of wine on that and just put her way over the edge. Wait a minute. Just saw something about a plot against Trump here come across. Wait a minute. Governor plot to assassinate Trump. I think that was from the other day, that Shapiro up in Pennsylvania. They claimed that he knew about, up by Pittsburgh, Butler, PA, that he was in on trying to knock Trump off. What's that? Your views are very close to human rights that should be done in the world. Exactly, dude. Nobody, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, nobody should have to live in piss poor poverty and be tortured around the world, and nobody should be bullying and torturing people. We should just be able to like go about our business and enjoy life. Good luck with that, though. There's too many assholes that are running around with power, and not enough of it because they crave more, and they're stealing it from everybody else. You know, won't even let you talk. You know what? If what I'm doing right now, just saying all this stuff, if I was in hardcore communist Russia, you wouldn't see me like 5 minutes after I did this. I'd be in a gulag in the middle of Siberia if I was left to live. China has been worse at times. They torture the shit out of the Uyghurs. Some Muslim Chinese that are Muslim over there. They're called Uyghurs, I think, or Uyghurs. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it. Wait a minute. Why the hell should I have a problem with such great talk? I don't know. Okay, I see that. That's cool. Yeah, the Uyghurs, they're being tortured, and it's because they're Muslim. Here's the deal. Nobody should get tortured. Period. End of story. I don't give a shit what religion or what this. They're getting thrown into concentration camps over there, and they're ripping out their organs and selling them on the black market, or not even the black market, over in China. That's unbelievable. You know? That's bullshit. Unbelievable. So, wait a minute. What we got here? Something about DC. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about when I came on here. Who's that? The dude. Hey, man, how you doing? The dude. Someone once told me, you're talking, that's the dude from the bowling guy, John Goodman and Jeff Bridges. Is that who it was? That was a great movie. The Big Lebowski. Yep. Great name, dude. Dude, wait a minute. That's cool. I'm glad to hear that, dude. Amir, because you know what? More people need to be like that. I mean, just look in your own heart and just be fair to everybody. Shit, dude, we wouldn't have any wars. We'd be all cool. We'd be chilling like a villain, you know? If people could just be real about it, it's too much greed in the world. Yeah, man. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I actually did a video on one of these, one of my channels. It's a clip out of that movie, John Goodman. If you can find it, I thought it was funny. It was just me, and I lip synced the. They had a catalog, YouTube catalog, a little clip from the movie. What's this? Yeah. You know what? It's more important to find. Wait a minute. Hang on. That's a great name, though, dude. It's probably better that you have a friend like that now, Amir, because in high school people aren't thinking that way anyway. High school is like, at that age, it's all people form cliques and they're, trying to be popular and this and that. And they forget that other people are human beings and they start treating people like shit. And that's basically it in a nutshell, If everybody just got along to get along, you know what I mean? What a world it would be. We wouldn't have to fucking be sweating bullets that we're going to get nuked every 5 minutes. Everybody be cool with everybody. And it's a shame. It's a crying shame, It's just, it's not that hard to treat another human being like a human being, that's all. It's pretty fucking easy, actually. But people go out of their way to be mean-spirited and greedy and take something from somebody else or treat somebody else like shit. And that's why there's never peace in this world, hardly. Exactly, dude. The dude's got it right over here. Too many power trippers. You're right, brother. Yeah, but you know what? I don't crave power. I crave a voice to speak truth, though. Power tends to corrupt people. When they climb up there and it can bloat your ego and make you, become somebody else real easy. I'm better off sitting back and speaking from the heart. I think I can do more that way anyway. That's good for the world than to. It's just the world would improve overnight if they'd cut some of the tape, red tape. Stop interrupting the community seed swaps and gardens and let us all some tamales or artwork without tons of permits and yeah, they got you buying license and shit to garden now. Some states are doing that, I heard. It's crazy. Yeah, why are they not allowing rainwater to be collected? I'll tell you why. They're afraid people are going to realize they've been spraying chemicals all over us from, the water they collected. Maybe that has something to do with it. Also, they don't want you to grow crops. They want you to be leaning on old big daddy government and not be able to be self-sufficient for when they try to, kick the famine into high gear and starve us all to death, Exactly, mixed media, you're right. Right, because if you start being self-sufficient, that you don't need big daddy government there, and that's why they're going after the Amish. The Amish don't even need electricity. They've been going on, you know, they don't need cars. They have horses, and you know what I mean. Why not let them do their thing? That's how you'd have peace in the world, if you just got off everybody's toes, stopped stepping on them, and allow them to go, you know, do their thing, live their life. Pursuit of happiness. Whatever happened to that? I think that fucking went into the trash. Isn't that in one of our documents? Let's see. Look up Earthship. Thanks for the 100% there. It's freaking amazing. People have entire ecosystems in their houses. Yep. That would be pretty cool to live in a giant house with, well, I better not be, because I'd be wasting a lot of electricity. I can just put it out in the lawn, and then they can fly over and spray it with Roundup and kill my tomato plants and me. Yeah, anything you try to do for yourself, they try to stop. For instance, the Amish also, you know, they had raw milk, and all of a sudden you weren't allowed to do that, and it should be your choice. If you know, you sign a fucking waiver saying, I'm knowingly taking a risk, you know, and I signed this to, you know, so that meanwhile they're just, the FDA's coming in about that, but they won't go anywhere near the fucking pharmaceuticals that are killing you. You know, but they'll go out, chase down the Amish, and then the neighbor that's got a couple chickens running his lawn. He's a criminal all of a sudden because you know, wants a chicken dinner, winter chicken dinner once in a while. Yeah, all natural and recycled material, solar, hydroponic studio, and survived COVID. Exactly. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm glad you said that, dude. Something's happened with my electric meters. Here's the deal. They sent us out a thing saying that they were actually giving us a little bit of extra time to pay our bills. I don't know if they did it for everybody. Down in Delaware, actually it was in the newspaper. They were trying to give you a little bit more time because it was so outrageously high. Somehow, some way, my thermostat's turning up, turning down, and doing all kinds of shit on its own. Wake up in the morning, and it was messed up. Now it's fixed. Nobody came in and fixed it. They're fucking manipulating shit, I think. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to really screw us, I think. There's no... I'm going to start filming it, and I'm going to be like, what is this? I'll maybe set up a camera right there watching that thing all day, all night. See if I can catch it. Actually, that's probably a dead plan right now because they're all in league, man. They're probably listening to us right now, and they're going to phone call the fucking electric company. Stop fucking with it for a couple minutes. Maybe. Hate to be paranoid, but, you know, shit happens. At a trailer park. No, wait a minute. Wait. It's 3 times too high. Something is messed up, and we were told not to pay till they fixed it. Right. You know what? Maybe China did it. I don't know. They hacked everything else. Or maybe they're going to blame it on them. Somebody hacked in and did something. What state am I in, Amir? I'm in the state of confusion. Now I'm in Delaware, dude. And I'm not sure what the hell happened, but everything's increased on the electric. Not just there, it's elsewhere too. Shit ton of people are talking about their electric bill skyrocketing. I wouldn't even want to live in California. Evidently, they're getting butchered out there big time. You know? Your water bill went from $37 to $300 a month. Then my lights, yeah, it's bullshit. They're trying to crush the shit out of everybody. So eventually you won't even have a home to live in. Don't worry, they got it all figured out. I'll come over here and you can stay here in this camp. Yep. get maybe halfway in there and go up against those ovens. You can hang out there, or the gas chambers, whichever one you prefer to hop into. Because that's what it is. It's like Nazism. Their FEMA camps are scary in itself, but wait a minute. Yeah, what's this? Yeah, I used to have to pay a water bill. Oh yeah, let it drip. Yep. Oh yeah. And you got to do that almost in some places. The only other thing you can do is put heat tape on, but even that, man, it gets, if you're kind of up in the mountains out west, it probably gets way cold up there. Yep. Yep. What's that? What's not famous? Delaware? Nah, it's actually called Small Wonder, the state of Delaware, Amir. Oh, by the way, dude, just so you know, there's actually two live streams going on. If you're wondering why you're not seeing all the comments by chance, the other, I got one on, I think the one you're on right now is, the channel is, Preacher Pale Rider. It's a Clint Eastwood movie. And the other one is my original. That's, Legends and Tales of Josie Wales. Took the name from another Clint Eastwood movie and altered it a little bit. The first one I had was just called Josie Wales, and YouTube took it away. I ran my mouth too much. They didn't like it. But just so you know that. Great movies. Yeah, you're right, dude. Yep. Hey, I tell you what, I'd be thankful if you hooked up me with subscribe if you could. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I got about 860. It's not too far off, and I'm almost at 250,000 views. So working my ass off going forward. What's this say? Oh, it's not famous, is it? Are you talking about the state of Delaware? No, it's actually a pretty boring state. It's on the East Coast there, dude. And like, that's awesome, dude. Thank you. Thanks. And if you want, you try the other channel's real good too. It's actually the one I was telling you about. That's Legends and Tales of Josie Wales. That's the original channel. This one's its sister channel, or the sequel, or whatever you want to call it. And wait a minute. Hey, Tammy, you got a notification? That's good. Yeah, I started. I was waiting, but I had to get this. What? The dude, that's what's so shitty? I missed something. It's a mixed media. Did you? Are you still doing your greenhouse out there? You already. She forgave you already, Amir. Cut it out. How's that coming along? Did you ever see the movie, The Big Lebowski, mixed media? Kale's a winner thing anyway. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, if your question is name, the dude, that's from The Big Lebowski. I thought that was a great name. because you have to watch the movie. And if you don't like the movie, I don't know what to tell you. I thought it was hilarious. I almost built a greenhouse a couple years ago, kind of like what you were saying, but I just didn't have the, I don't know, didn't have the material. Well, I had some of that shit, and I just didn't have the time or the money at that moment to go out and start doing that. And that, I kind of miss having, I used to have a mobile home, and I could put gardens out there. Here, I can't do shit, you know? Yeah. Check it out. It's called The Big Lebowski. It's kind of funny. So, someone told me at one point that I looked like John Goodman, so that's why I did that video. Now, my face was a lot more rounder. Yeah. Every now and then, like, if I eat a lot of salt, I start puffing the hell up again, like Pillsbury Doughboy or some shit. And then I gotta, like, start eating herbs and whatever, laying off the salt, try to lower my blood pressure. Yeah. All right, it's good seeing you again, Amir. Have a good day, or a good night over there, I guess it is. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Tammy, just so you know, Mixed Media's over here on this other channel as well. Just trying to see how many people we got. We got some people on there. Yeah, so I'm telling you, somebody, somehow, some way, something was going on with my thermostat. Oh, you know what? I just heard something that they were looking into the electric. They had a bunch of people were going down and raising hell, and they had in Wilmington, they told you at the last minute, like one day before, there were a bunch of politicians meeting about the electric and shit, and they gave you 1 day notice to get the hell down there, but people probably went down there and raised holy hell about it. So you got to put a stop to this bullshit. And that's where Doge comes in too. Like, they got to start digging into the utilities and everything else, because it's bullshit. They're trying to make it so you can't even afford nothing. If you have a high blood pressure, a celery juice, yep, every day will make it go, yep. Yeah, because, what's that? That's cool, yeah, because basically celery makes you piss out all the excess salt. You just gotta not go so far that, you need a little bit of sodium there, but it's a matter, I eat too damn much. I'm sitting here eating chips and shit. I gotta cut it out. Wintertime, it's worse for me. I always lose weight, like, in the beginning of spring. It just sort of melts back off. Yeah. You're probably safer off doing your own medicine. And I'm just saying, that's the way I'm rolling. I ain't trying to give medical advice, but for Christ's sake, these pharmaceutical companies, they're in it to win it. They're all about money, and all the extra crap that's in there is taking nature out of balance anyway, a lot of times, and amplifying the one chemical that might help you, but it throws it all out of whack. with herbs, everything works in unison. Like there's different other chemicals that are in plant life that goes away because, like for instance, aspirin, because the pharmaceutical companies synthesizing the shit out of that one to get that one thing. But God already had it all balanced most of the time. Indians used to take it right out of bark from the salicylic acid or whatever it is was in the bark of trees. Well, like I said, when you take that out of balance, all that other things help it maybe easier on your body and helps it move along through your body, herbs. But when you do the other thing, the pharmaceuticals, it's like herbs are like a precision instrument on your body, working with it. And the other one's like a sledgehammer. It's easier on your body, herbs are, is what I'm trying to say. In my opinion, okay, YouTube? Not trying to piss anybody off. Hang on 1 minute. All right, cool. I just want to check something. Damn. Yeah, exactly. Put the light on here. Yeah, it came in kind of late. You probably missed a good 25 minutes, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that's cool. Shit, there was something else I was going to talk about. Sheesh. I think I already said something the other day about this. You might have heard this, Tammy, about J.D. Vance. Oh, wait a minute. You're in Ohio. Vivek's going to be governor, or he's going to run for governor. He filled out the paperwork, and I guess it's just a matter of waiting now. It's 2026. He's going to go for the governorship out there. And shit, I was going to say something right before that. Oh, about J.D. Vance. Trump let him go over and he chewed out the European Union about the way they're treating people and the frickin' whole censorship. It's telling these guys over there, a dude was praying outside of a abortion clinic, and next thing you know, cops come up to him over there. I think it was in Germany. And they asked him what he was doing. He said he was praying for his child that he just lost because it was aborted. And they dragged him away, arrested him. That's thought crime, I mean, what the hell's going on? Oh, by the way, Tammy, guess what I heard at church today? They said that, and I don't know if it's probably a federal thing, but I know it's happening in Delaware. Well, it hasn't happened yet, but they got to pass this bill. It's basically a euthanasia bill. Like, if you're a disability or something, you can voluntarily end your life with their help. It's craziness. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and they're scared to death of the Doge thing going on. If they weren't doing anything criminal, they wouldn't be sweating it. You know what I mean? All these people that are yelling and screaming about it. What's that about what I just said, dude? I I just heard it today. I'm gonna look it up. It was a bill that was presented. It's kind of crazy because the problem is they're talking about like disabled people. Here's the deal: if someone had a stroke and can't talk to defend himself, and maybe they had money and a family member, he wants to die. He wants to die because they stand to make a mint. That's kind of shitty, you know? See what I'm saying? If someone can't communicate and one of their siblings or whoever could send you off to, be croaked, that's really fucked up. Yep. Exactly, John Kevorkian and stuff. Yeah, but you know what? You can't really ignore it all the time there, mixed media, because that's how this country got in the shape it's in. Let someone else deal with it. I agree with you. It's horrible, but I'm putting it out there so people can stand up and say, "Nah, this ain't any good." In my opinion, that's, you know. I'm sure if you're suffering, you probably might think, "Yeah, I want to end that," but there's a lot of abuse that's going to go along. And personally, I believe in the sanctity of life. That's all I'm saying. Again, they're trying to eliminate people. Carbon footprint seems to be, they're obsessing on it, you know. They need to shrink the population. They ought to shrink their wallets. Stop stealing our money, for instance. Shrinking the population. It's like it's a sport for them to kill as many people as they can. Yep. Exactly, Tammy. Because it hasn't gone through yet, but I got a horrible feeling it will. This is setting up to be like right out of, Revelation and stuff, or end times, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but look into that when you get a chance, because I heard it today and I couldn't believe it. Basically, like you were saying, Kevorkian stuff, they can voluntarily, get put down. Or what if it's not voluntary? Hey, there he is, Fred Hinkle. 6 inches of rain today, overnight, and 4 inches of snow this morning. Man, that must be a mess over there to drive through, Fred. Get yourself a couple of husky dogs and a frickin' sled so you can get around to the store and shit. And maybe who's that? Hey, what's up, DMW Shots in the house? What's happening, brother? Good seeing you. I was just telling these guys, I was in church today, and the priest said that he just heard that there's a bill trying to get passed. The governor of Delaware said he'll pass it. Here's the deal. It's for basically end of life. Like you can go if you're sick or this or that, and the problem is like I said, people with disabilities, if they can't speak, they might have had a stroke, and they might be worth a small fortune. All of a sudden, all the relatives like, yeah, okay, yeah, he wants to go now. He wants to die. You see what I'm saying? That could happen, and you can't even defend yourself. And boom, there goes one more off the population explosion list. Taking them down one at a time. What's up? What's up? You know? That's a good idea, Fred. Stay inside. Yeah. Wait a minute, hang on 1 second. Well, I'm not trying to kill myself once. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe they should at least talk to them and try to. The thing is that they're. Wait a minute. I'm having trouble reading this here. I'm trying to get caught up. Yeah, right. She's right about that. It isn't. You know what? It's kind of the truth. There you go. Yeah, but I couldn't believe that. I have a brother that's mentally ill. State takes care of him. And it worries me because he's mixed up enough. They might, convince him to go take a dirt nap, Shh. Well, here's the deal. Trump signed a bill the other day about the schools can no longer force vaccinate your kids with the C-19 thing and all that crap. They got to let them into school. They were trying to block people, different schools, and I guess some colleges. You weren't allowed on campus unless you were shot up with the juice. So, it's just, I just don't get it. Why in the hell do they think they have a right to tell you what to do and what not to do? It's your health, man. But, same rate, you don't want to be letting people kill themselves off. What if someone just decides, I'm crippled right now, and I don't want to go any further, and they want to end their life, and then a year later they come up with a way to, fix what he had wrong with him. There's so many different reasons why I think it's wrong. But in my brother's case, though, I'm concerned because he's not 100% with it, And if people are on heavy medication and stuff, they won't be able to think whether they, want to make a decision like that. Meanwhile, they let people, this is how screwed up the country is, they let kids decide their fate about gender operations at an early age. You know what? You should have to be an adult before you say, yeah, go ahead and do that anyway. It's the same kind of thing, I guess you got the right to do whatever you want to your body that way, but I'm just saying, you should be able to, how you doing? That's the truth there, DIY specialist. Yep. Hey, what's up, Doc? How you doing, Doctor? Who, what, where? And meds, you're right. And yeah, exactly. Mixed media. Yep. First off, the way I look at it too, with them trying to force vaccines and stuff on adults that are going into college or whatever, and same with the service. They stopped that shit though. It's like no one has a higher calling over your life and your body than you do at the end of the day. You know? How you been, Doc? How's your leg doing? All good, I hope? Switch this out. It's a little too bright there. My cilantro sitting there drying out. I forgot it was in the car. Alright, cool. That's cool. You're feeling better, huh? Better living through chemistry, right? Next time you get a clot, I think, trying to think what the hell. Oh, no, never mind. I ain't giving any advice. They don't like that when you say anything like that. Yep. Damn. Snacking on these, they're pretzel pieces, Nashville hot. They're hotter than I thought. Probably going to have to end this soon. Be on here for about another 15-20 minutes. I have to call in my unemployment thing a little later. Yes, I know that guy, Dr. Campbell, John Campbell. I heard that. Hot tamales, that's right. You know, these things they're good, but they're hotter than shit. I think what I'm going to do is, wait a minute, let me see this. Turmeric is a blood thinner too. Cool. I actually bought it, pain reliever too, turmeric. That's what I got it for. If it's the British doctor, I watch him all the time. Doc, we got a new guy here. He just signed up. The dude, that's Doc. Doctor Who, What, Where. Also, over on this other side, there is DMW Shots. He comes on here a lot. And Fred Hinkle. Tammy. And Mixed Media, of course. Yeah, Doc's very informed on a lot of different subjects. I can talk about anything. The same what makes me, you know what? There ain't one person on here that doesn't have something to add to the conversation. And that's what makes this interesting, is I got some of the best people coming on here that keep the conversation alive when I'm killing it. Oh. I must be hungry. I'm eating. These things are saltier than hell too. Here's a blood pressure problem right here. You know. Yup. Yeah, Doc. You know a little bit about everything. It seems like. Same with mixed media. You know what? We already battled the trolls and we beat their ass. I haven't asked Tammy. She's been here since the beginning, or actually any of these guys been here for a while. We don't get. That's why. Look, take a look. You'll see everybody's name in blue that's been here for a little while. They're all my mods. We stomp out trolls. Plus, we don't let them bother us too much. I mean, they try. And that's that. And they move on to greener pastures because we fucked their day up. Yeah. I have lived lifetimes in one day. To my spinal injury. Would you mess up your spine? I like the carrot thing there you got there. What's up, Doc? I think he's over on this other side, by the way, mixed media. He jumped over. Or maybe went back over there. He bounces around. That's cool. Yeah, I think people don't know how to take me sometimes, because I'm over to. Yeah, I just say whatever I feel, and I just don't give a shit. Somebody don't like what I say. It is what it is. I think everybody on here probably feels that way, and if it didn't, they'd left, and that's why we got a good crew come over here. That's just my opinion on it. But you're welcome here anytime, dude. Good to talk with you. Skull Trepanation. It's a whole ass rabbit hole we can't possibly get into over chat, but it's interesting. I'll look it up. Thank you for subscribing and stopping in, dude. I'm sure there's other people that do that hang out and watch it, because I see people up there and then I'm wondering who it is. Whoever it is, they're welcome. Come talk. If they have nothing to say, you just want to watch, that's cool too. Wow. You know what, mixed media, you might have told me that. Like when I first met you, you might have said something about that. Sounds familiar. I don't remember, but it seemed. who? You lost me there. I'm trying to read that and didn't. They used to do that back in medieval time to let the demons out of your head. Get on them drills. Nah, I don't know. Probably alleviates pressure in there. I know when you get in an accident, we had a guy at high school, pretty bad head trauma in a car accident. No, it's not me, because I know I got my own little shot to the head from my last car, but this guy got messed up, and one of the things they had to do was literally alleviate his brain was swelling. I don't know if that's what you guys are talking about. Probably similar effect. Similar. I just need to make a video. It's really a very yeah. Oh really? Damn. You were tapping into a whole nother thing. You know what, they say shit like that, and especially at end times. Like, people are going to be able to do things, maybe it, what's it say? Oh, I already read that. You could have been having visions. You know what I'm saying? When you thought you were astral traveling, you could have been, I don't know what you were seeing, but it's possible you tapped into something where you're saying, what's that? One stick with the isolation tank and magic mushroom. Yeah. Do you remember that movie? What the hell was the name of that? Shit. The guy was taking mushrooms and what the hell's the name of that movie? It's back in the day. And he reverted into like primitive times. He's in an isolation tank. Oh, man, I can't even remember the name of the thing. Altered States, thank you. Thanks. See, that's Doc. He always remembers that shit when I'm slipping and sliding on my memory here. You know what? It's probably more common than you guys realize. People just don't talk about it every day. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard thing to explain to anybody. They look at you like, man, this guy's off the deep end. But in reality, until you walk a mile in their moccasins, you shouldn't judge anybody. You never know. Never know what they're saying might be absolutely true. Which is, you know, it's like you're an out-of-body experience there. You know, You guys might think it's a pain in the ass and everything, but maybe it hasn't. Maybe it hasn't became time yet where it's going to be important, and you're going to use it for something big. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say? As end times come crawling in, maybe some of this stuff is weaponry that God gave us for the spiritual warfare, so you can defend yourself and others. I know one thing when I was a child, I used to float and not even know how or why, you know, and scare the shit out of me. I'd go back and drop back down. I also had a time when I came home and took a nap. This is years and years ago. And I had a wool blanket over me. I was crashed out. And I heard this electrical sound, sound like electricity popping and crackling. And I was rising up through the cover. I dropped back down. I used to get the shit scared out of me. That was as a kid that happened. But the other thing happened, I was probably in my 20s or so. Yeah, the only problem with that lighter than feather and stiff as a board, you're tiptoeing right around witchcraft though, to be messing with that too much. Now, if it's happening, I don't know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? To play around with that. But as kids, we did that shit too and thought Ouija boards were okay, but they're not. They open up portals. Yep. I've seen them like orbs on film and stuff. I haven't seen them, you know, just happen to float by. You know, if it's on like camera or something, you can see them. I haven't seen them elsewhere. I go up to Gettysburg a lot, the dude, and tell you what, that battlefield is definitely haunted. An internal monologue. Dude, I got my own heads telling me shit all day long. You ever see some of my videos? You got, like, shit just pops up, and I just talk about it. Wait. Yeah. Well, Gettysburg, yeah, 50,000 people died in 3 days in there. And the thing is the battlefield has a couple creeks running through there. I think one of them's called Bloody Creek, Plum Run or something. A lot of people died right in that area, and that's hydroelectric rolling through there. Also, in that same area, it's the Little Round Top and Devil's Den, chock full of quartz crystals in there. So just enough to possibly store energy. If someone's dying, screaming their head off in agony, they're probably releasing a hell of a lot of energy. Hence, it's probably the granite in there is full of quartz crystals. I can almost guarantee you it's the same thing they used to make in World War I with crystal radios. The same, it's picking it up and maybe storing it like the way they used to make albums and stuff. It's cut into there. That's what I believe anyway. I think it's basically storing the energy of that person. And when you're dying and shit, you're probably kicking off some serious energy on the battlefield, you know? Yeah, exactly, Mixed Media. Yeah, exactly. Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah. They used to be in like field hospitals, like would be somebody take over someone's house and they'd be in there, surgeons would be in there cutting arms and legs off, and they'd literally just open the window and toss it out there and go back to work, and there'd be a pile of limbs out there that they had to bury later on. Yeah, that was pretty bloody war, the Civil War. Sawbones, right? I couldn't even imagine shit, man. Can you imagine that shit sawing your leg off or something? I'd be pissed if they didn't have any morphine for me. They just give you a slug off a whiskey bottle. So they ain't gonna cut it, dude. When I'm done with this bottle of whiskey, you better smash me over the head with it so I'm out cold. Yours argue. What, your voices argue in your head? But like, one's trying to wake you up, no, let her sleep, let her sleep. Bite the bullet. Yeah, that's what they used to do. Except for, that almost sounds like a modern day thing, because the bullet's made out of lead, and you know how they're trying to kill us nowadays and have you biting on lead. A shot of whiskey isn't enough. No way. It's just, my buddy thinks other dimensions. This one, low vibration imprint event, like a record, exactly. Yep. They say that like crystals can store energy, and that hence the crystal radios and shit during World War I, they were using crystals. So there's something to that. A shot of laudanum, yeah, that's about the same as morphine almost, but different. A lot of women during that time period, later on, all the way to the turn of the century, got hooked on laudanum. And probably swigging it from when their husband came home from the war, they probably started hitting the bottle. They were probably giving laudanum to the wounded vets. And then woman got it somehow. I forget why they were giving it to him. Yep. Yeah, we're all crazy here, Tammy. That's why, something, in reality, we're probably more normal than anybody else out there, because, we're just real about it. Everybody else is hiding it's the real crazy. If you can speak about it, you don't have to act on it and act crazy, What's it say? They shot rifle lead ball, low velocity. Yes, exactly, Large. Basically smashes your body severely. Right. So then, not only that, it's going slower, so when it rips through your dirty-ass fucking uniform, that's because you've been running around in the field, it tends to infect the shit out of the wound, too. Instead of like a bullet nowadays, will cut through there so fast and cauterize everything, including the wound almost, whereas the musket ball would just go in there and contaminate the shit out of you a lot of times. It's why a lot of infections during the Civil War. Another thing is, it's killing a lot of the vets back in the day of the Civil War was, if you look at the pictures of Confederate dead on the battlefield and then look at the Union dead, a lot of times you'll see that, and they'll find buttons all over the battlefield. What happens is that as they sit there and rot, they give off gases in their insides there, literally swell up and pop their buttons. The deal is, Confederates were less likely to do that because they were getting less food, so there was less stuff in there rotting. That's what I heard anyway. I'm not trying to be, what do you call that? Wait a minute. What the hell happened there? MSNBC anchor eliminated after fake story about Trump and Musk. You need to see this. I'll check that out later. Yeah, it is gruesome. That was a horrible war. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, a musket. Oh, uh-oh. Ah, shit. I forgot to charge this. Okay, we got a problem here. The battery went down on this one, so I lost everybody. They're probably still on there. They know the drill to come over here. Let me see what I got left on this thing. Wow, this one's low too. As soon as I get that thing charged, I'm jumping over and charging this one. This has got 12%. Yeah. Well, actually, no. You know what? More died of disease, waterborne illness, and foodborne illness during the Civil War than by musket balls, believe it or not. Then the next thing would probably be the damage the damn musket balls were doing. Yeah, I just told him battery went down on this phone. I'm charging it as we speak. Sorry about that. Yes, the battery went down. You guys are starting to learn to hop over to the other one. Once I get some charge on that, I'm going to jump over and charge this. This has got 12% on it. That should last a little bit longer. Hopefully, Tammy should figure it out too and hop over. I tell you one thing, I think the Civil War was one of the bloodiest wars we've ever had. Nasty, you know? Hang on one second. Let's see how far along. I'm surprised she ain't over here already. All right, we got at least some battery on there. Which is I had Grandpa survived in World War One. He had some gnarly stories. My dad too. He had a ship sunk out World War II. Was on a life raft. A bunch of other guys for 7 days. U-boat sunk him. He was telling me shit. Like he used to be on the one ship was a tanker or bringing fuel oil over to the RAF in England, and the other, hang on one second, I'm up to 1%, and the other ship he was on was called the Marino, USS Marino. That was a fleet tug. Like during the Battle of Sicily, they had to roll in there. Battleships are shooting into the coast where German fortifications were, shooting back, and there was a ship, stuck out there. My dad's ship had to go in and tow them out while shit's flying over their heads and shit. Yeah, Vicksburg. Yeah, it was on the riverbanks, wasn't it? Was Vicksburg right on the riverbanks? They were digging into caves, like I think they were hiding in little areas that they dug out of the riverbanks and shit. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, cool. You know, the funny thing is Vicksburg was going on the same time Gettysburg was. And the for the Confederacy, hang on, let me get this thing. I got this back up. I wonder if she's still over here. Hang on. The general, wait a minute, for the Confederacy was John Pemberton. He was the inventor of Pepsi Cola. A few years later on, I think he was a doctor or something. Okay, that's Preacher Pale Rider. Let's see here. Resume. Hopefully, Tammy's hanging out over here, but she probably... Wait a minute. Okay, reconnected. Let's see. Anybody there? She might have rolled. Yeah, shit, it's going off again. Alright, there, I'm live. Damn. Hear that? That was probably notifications and shit. Man, it's going off. Wait a minute, hang on 1 second. Huh. Doc, are you what one are you in? The one that ran out? Are you over? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I think Tammy might have called it a day. Actually, you know, I was supposed to stop a while ago because I gotta do my unemployment call in, get something to eat. So I'll go a couple more minutes to get to 140 on here. Let's see, 142. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think I gotta call it quits for right now. Maybe if I'm up to it after I do everything I gotta do, I might do another live stream later. It depends on how I feel. You guys have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate all you guys. Hit me with thumbs up on the way out. It'd be awesome. Good to meet you, dude. The dude. Yep. Yeah. Right on. That's what we're doing here. Everybody rolling off. So, all you guys have a good night. Thanks again. And you might see me again tonight. I don't know. If not, you'll see me tomorrow or sometime through the week. Have a good one. Same with over here. You guys have a good one. I'll see you when I see you.